Over the hill, through the forest wood, past the bulrush bogs. There you will find the little town of the middling meadow. Inside this town you will find a gentle doctor who cares for all of the town's inhabitants. And every one of this doctor's patients has grown to love him very much, because they all know no matter what is wrong, he will always make them feel better. Soon, as word spread of this kind-hearted doctor, more and more patients began to arrive at his office.
This waiting room is terrible!
Dr. Doc!
My feet hurt.
Somebody's sitting in my seat.
It's too cold in here.
It's too hot in here.
I got a toothache.
Oliver! Yes, where's Dr. Doc?
It
smells.
I want ice cream.
Oh my, look at the waiting room. All these patients. Where are they coming from? I must get Dr. Duck.
Dr. Duck, I know you're busy, but I don't know what to do. Mrs. Beaver has a fever and her babies have the flu. Mr. Buffalo has stubbed his toe, the whippoorwill is ill, and Mrs. Salamander screaming that her son won't take his pill. Little Bonnie's nose is runny and the sheep can't fall asleep, and the fish will get the sniffles if he starts to swim too deep, and the fly has something in his eye, the crane and nagging pain, and Mr. Kangaroo has something which he couldn't quite explain. Dr. Duck, Dr. Duck,
Oh, you must do something.
the snake has got a toothache and the frog is waterlogged, and the turtle telephoned to say his sinuses are clogged. The coyote scraped his knee and Mr. Crow is moving slow, and Mr. Beagle needs a bandage for the bunion on his toe, and the Shat is feeling bad, and Mr. Bear is losing hair, and the Badger got a boo-boo when he bumped into a chair. Mr. Worm has caught a germ, and Mrs. Deer just hurt her ear, and now the ferret says his father keeps forgetting why they're here. Dr. Duck, Dr. Duck, are you listening to me? Dr. Duck, the hen is something and her chicks are very sick, and the pig will get a wiggle when his nose begins to twitch, and the caribou has got a bruise, the fish has swollen lips, and Mr. Rabbit has a habit of forgetting who he is. Dr. Duck, the waiting room is overflowing to the street. There are patients who are standing, we have two in every seat. Dr. Duck, what should I do? All your patients are outside. Dr. Duck!
Now, Nurse Nightingale, please try to relax, I know it's been a long afternoon, and there's no sign of it ending soon, but take a look at Mr. Irish Setter. He needs our help to make him better. Look outside at Mrs. Cow. Nurse Nightingale, they need you now. Go and help them ease their ills, their aches and pains, their colds and chills. Miss Nightingale, we've been through worse in the 30 years. You've been my nurse, you know I hold my patients dear. For them I am always here. Tell each and every one I'll stay until I'm sure they're all okay. I'm here for them and always will be there to cure them of their ill. I know for them it's hard to wait. Some of them may be here late, but they'll be able when they leave to do the things they missed.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Duck. I feel so much better now.
That's the Nurse Nightingale I always knew. Now say goodbye to our friend Mr. Irish Setter and send in my next patient.
Goodbye, Mr. Irish Setter. Oh, and I'm glad you're feeling better now, too.
Well, hello, Mr. Hippo, and what brings you into my office today?
Well, Dr. Duck, it's like this. I try to get my brain to concentrate, to think some thoughts or calculate, but it sits up there like an artichoke. Dr. Duck, I think my brain is broke. I'd get me some smarts if my brain would work, but if I try to think, it hurts. And the only smarts inside my head is pain, and I think I got a broken brain. One half my brain has stopped and one half won't go, and the other half just don't know. And you ain't learning things like AB3 from a hippo with a brain like me. Oh. A hippo's brain should work and be thinking stuff, but mine don't do quite enough. 'Cause if I try to think, my head must strain, and a hippo shouldn't have a broken brain. No, a hippo shouldn't have a broken brain.
you're quite right, Mr. Hippo. Everyone should have a working brain. What you need to do is exercise your brain. Here, let's try. Now, Mr. Hippo, suppose you were president and you were going to give a speech. What would you say?
I'm hungry.
Let's try an easier one. Mr. Hippo, what is 2 plus 3?
A 2 and a 3 is 23.
Keep at it, Mr. Hippo.
Okay, I will, Dr. Duck. I'll exercise my brain. Goodbye.
Mr. Hippo, you've walked into my medicine closet. Oh, no, here's the door, Mr. Hippo. And could you ask Nurse Nightingale to send in my next patient, please?
Okay, Dr. Duck. Goodbye.
Madame Von Goose, please come right in. Oh, Doctor, call me Gertrude. Of course. And how are you today, Gertrude? Positively dreadful, Doctor, as you know.
I'm the daughter of Baron von Gossamer Goose, a gander to make gooses cluck. I've got feathers and wings of a blue-blooded goose, but the feet of a common old duck.
No offense, Doctor, but duck feet are beneath me. Oh, no, of course. Now, have you been sick, Gertrude?
Well, there was a time I had the most wretched case of goosebumps. But doctor, please, I'm trying to tell you. I am regal, refined, and I know my own place. Yet I've met with unfortunate luck. A goose such as I, who should goose step with grace, am found waddling my way like a duck.
I'll tell you what I'd like you to do, Gertrude. Close your eyes and lift that noble goose bill of yours.
Like this, doctor?
A little higher. Yes, that's it. Now, open your eyes and tell me, can you see those feet of yours?
Oh, no, not at all, doctor.
Good. Now, if duck feet are beneath you, why, they are not even worthy of your glance.
It's working, Doctor. Doctor, you're a genius. You've cured me.
Oh, thank you so very much, Doctor. Now, I simply must be running along. Goodbye. Goodbye, Gertrude. Doctor, Madame Von Goose, if you please. Oh, yes, of course. Good day, Madame Von Goose.
Dr. Duck, should I send in your last patient now?
Yes, thank you, Nurse Nightingale. I'll tell you what, Nurse Nightingale, it's been a long day. Why don't you go home now and I'll lock up,
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I'll see you first thing in the morning. Good night, Dr. Duck.
Good night, Nurse Nightingale.
Dr. Duck will see you now, Mr. Crab.
Get out of my way! Rawr, rawr.
Hello, Mr. Crab, and how are you today?
I get aches in all my feet, even if I stand for just a bit. I got a boil on my backside, and it hurts me when I sit. I try to move and something flares up and begins to throb with pain. You ask me how I am, I can't complain. I've had it with these youngsters and the way they wear their hair, their disrespect for elders and the crazy clothes they wear. I've even seen them pick crab apples off my trees before they're ripe. But you know me, I never gripe. Inflation's up and stocks are down. We have pestilence and war, and I can't even get a crab cake at the bakery anymore. The whole world is a toilet, and we're going down the drain. But how am I today? Enough about me already. Dr. Duck, I've come over here to tell you I want you and Nurse Nightingale out of here by morning.
You're evicting me? You mean you're throwing me out? But why, Mr. Crab?
I've had it with all your patients coming and going, waiting and hanging around outside your office. They're ruining my crabgrass.
But Mr. Crab, what about all those sick patients? Who will take care of them? Where will they go? Mr. Crab, they need me.
Bah! Dr. Duck, if you are not out of here by tomorrow morning, I am calling the police and having you put in jail for trespassing. Do you hear me? Goodbye!
Oh my. Oh my, what am I going to do? I haven't got another place to go. And all my patients, what are they going to do? Oh, what's this now? Oh, I think I'm coming down with something. Let me feel my forehead. Oh no, my forehead feels warm. I think I'm getting a temperature. Oh, I don't feel well at all. Oh no. Let me lie down here for a moment. Yes, I'll lie down just for a moment.
Good morning, Dr. Duck. Dr. Duck, it's me, Nurse Nightingale. Dr. Duck, what are you still doing here? Oh, Dr. Duck, what's the matter? Why won't you speak to me? Oh no, Dr. Duck is sick. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, I must get help. Mrs. Cow, I don't know how. It'll happen very quick. Dr. Duck has got a virus and he's very, very sick. Tell the eel and the seal and the walrus and the cat, the giraffe and the gorilla, the koala and the rat. Mr. Deer, come over here and get the gopher and the goat. Dr. Duck has been infected with tinnitus in his throat. He is coughing very often and he couldn't even stand, and he is suffering from symptoms that I didn't understand. Mr. Horse, Mrs. Bear, oh, we must do something. Dr. Duck, I think he's dying. There's no way to know for sure. He could be dying of diseases and we haven't got a cure. Tell the sturgeon that it's urgent. Gather everyone you meet. Tell the cheetah that we need to get that doctor on his feet. We need everybody's help or we will lose our Dr. Duck. Dr. Duck, oh.
Excuse me, Nurse Nightingale.
Yes, Mrs. Cow.
We're all here. Is there anything we can do?
Oh, thank you all for coming. Dr. Duck is very sick, and if we don't help, he may die.
We must find a solution.
Maybe he just needs a Band-Aid on his brain.
A rather clever thought, Mr. Hippo. What do you think, Nurse Nightingale?
I'm afraid it's more serious than that, Madam Flying Goose. Mrs. Cow, what do you think we should do?
It's very confusing.
Mr. Bulldog, do you have any ideas?
It's a rough one.
Filbert Foal?
He can't speak. He's a little hoarse.
Well, isn't there anyone who could help?
Nurse Nightingale.
Oh, Professor Owl!
Perhaps the doctor isn't sick at all, but suppose he is just sleeping.
But Professor Owl, how could we tell?
Well, you must pinch him, of course, to see if he wakes up.
Madame Van Goose does not pinch.
Cows only know how to chew.
And Professor Owl, I don't have any fingers, I can't pinch. And Mr. Alligator only knows how to bite, and all the others, oh, Professor Owl, what are we going to do?
Arr, get off of my property, you stupid animals! I thought I told Dr. Duck I want all of you out of here by morning. Get out of here! Arr! Hey, where is Dr. Duck? What, are you hiding him? Where is he?
Mr. Crab, Dr. Duck is very sick.
Dr. Duck is sick?
He needs your help, Mr. Crab.
Arr, arr, arr. We'd like for you to pinch him and see if he is sleeping, Mr. Crab.
Oh, please, Mr. Crab.
You want me to help you? No one cares about a crab, how he might feel or what he does. They think a crab is something ugly and impossible to love. I've never had a friend, and no one ever cares for me. They think a crab ought to be hidden at the bottom of the sea. Everybody thinks I'm shifty, a side-crawling little fake, a grouchy, rude, self-centered, arrogant cheapskate. They think a crab is someone nasty, always pinching with its claw. But now I hope you'll see I'm really not so bad at all. I always hoped I'd be a doctor, I'd heal cuts without a scab, but no one ever let me try why they always said, "You're just a crab." But since you all believe in me, I will give it my best try, and together we'll make certain the good Dr. Duck won't die.
Oh, Mr. Crab, thank you very much. Now everybody be very quiet! Dr. Duck is in here, Mr. Crab.
Oh, he looks terrible. This is definitely a double claw pinch. Nurse Nightingale, step aside, please, and give me room. Oh my. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Crab. I must have overslept. You see, I wasn't feeling quite well last night, and...
Mr. Crab, you did it! Dr. Duck, Mr. Crab saved you! Mrs. Cow and I told everybody, and Mr. Crab has always wanted to be a doctor, and he isn't such a mean crab after all. And Professor Owl told us...
Hold on, Nurse Nightingale. Is this true, Mr. Crab? You always wanted to be a doctor? Yeah. Dr. Duck, I'm sorry I told you had to leave. I was just mad because I always wanted to be a doctor and you always had so many patients. I'm sorry. You know, Mr. Crab, I could use an assistant doctor to help me with all these patients. How would you like to join Nurse Nightingale and myself as part of our medical team? Do you mean it, Dr. Duck? Absolutely. You've got everything to make your dreams come true. And Mr. Crab, I believe in you. You've got the guts, you've got the skill, and you'll succeed, I know you will. Now get out there, you've wounds to mend. Use those claws to cure your friends. If you work hard and follow through, you'll become a doctor too. Remember now, we're all your friends, and we'll be here for you.